Hello, ladies and gents. Happy Friday. Today, you and I are going to be starting a brand new topic, and we are going to be talking all about money and time. So today, we're going to start talking about money, and we're going to start it off by watching our visual learning video. Before we watch our visual learning video, we're actually going to take a look at some of our coins and bills, and then we're going to watch our visual learning video. So let's take a peek at some money that I have over here. And this is a paper that you hopefully have that you picked up from the school. Let me show you. Okay, so hopefully you picked this up from the school, and it is a little paper that's going to help you keep track of our coins and our dollar bills that we're going to be talking about while we work with our money. So let's start at the very top with our pennies. Now I have a penny here, a real life penny. It's about the same size, and a penny is worth 1 cent. And then I can go to my next one. It's called a nickel, and it is worth 5 cents. So 5 cents. Then I can come down here to my dime. My dime is a little smaller, and it is worth 10 cents. Then we have a quarter, which is worth 25 cents. And then I don't have a $50, but it looks like this, and it is worth 50 cents. And then, of course, later on next week, we're going to start learning about dollar bills. So we have a $1 bill, we have a $5 bill, we have a $10 bill, and we have a $20 bill. And we're going to talk about those next week. But today, we're going to start with our visual learning video, and we're going to be watching and learning about these coins and how we can add them up. Now, really quickly, just as a reminder, if this is 1 cent, a penny is 1 cent, and a nickel is 5 cents, that means a nickel is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies. Okay? And a dime is worth the same as 10 pennies or 10 cents. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of that is the amount that a dime equals, all of that down here. And then a quarter would be 25 pennies or 25 cents. So I would have to add all of these pennies up to get 25 pennies, which would be the same as 25 cents. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad we have quarters because I don't want to carry around 25 pennies instead of 1 quarter. And then guess what? A $50 would be twice this many pennies. It would be 50 pennies or 50 cents worth, okay? So let's go watch our visual learning video and learn a little bit more about these coins and how we can solve problems with them.
This is a penny. A penny is worth 1 cent. This is a nickel. A nickel is worth 5 cents. This is a dime. A dime is worth 10 cents. This is a quarter. A quarter is worth 25 cents. This is a $50. A $50 is worth 50 cents. How would you count 3 quarters?
Select your answer.
Each quarter is worth 25 cents. So we would have to count by 25. So we'd go 25, and then 25 more would be 50, and then 25 more would be 75. So 25, 50, 75.
The value of 3 quarters is 75 cents. Micah has the coins shown below. How many cents does Micah have?
Think about it.
Let's try it out together. Drag the slider to count on to find the value of the coins. Notice that we have some of the biggest coins that are worth the most first. So let's see. 50 cents plus 25 more cents would be 75 cents. Plus 10 more cents would be 85 cents. Plus 5 more cents would be 90 cents. plus 1 more cent would be 91 cents.
Count on to find the total value of these coins. Micah has 91 cents. This is the cent sign. Now you know how to solve problems with coins.
Okay, now that we have an idea of how to solve these problems, let's go try it out. Let's grab our workbooks and do some guided practice. Okay, ladies and gents, I am on page 444 in my workbook, and that's where you should be too with your pencil. So if you need to pause to get your pencil and turn to page 444, do that right now. So make sure you pause me, okay? And then we're going to do these 2 problems here together. It says count on to find each total value. So just like the visual learning video, that's what we're going to do in these problems. Okay. Now, notice they'd go from 25 to 50 down here, a quarter and a quarter. What I like to do to remind myself of the values of each coin, how much they're worth, when we're first starting, is I like to write the amount above them first and then add it up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, well, this is a quarter. So how much is that worth? 25 cents. So I'm going to say 25 cents. That's our cent sign right there. It's a little C like this, and then you put a line through it. Okay. So 25 cents, and this is another quarter, which is worth 25 cents. And then this is a nickel. The gentleman with the long hair, that is our nickel. Okay. And those are worth 5 cents. So there's a nickel here. So there's a nickel here, and there's another nickel here. And then our copper one, that's what color this is. It's made out of copper, is a penny, which is just worth 1 cent. So I like to write out the values first when I'm just starting to learn about coins, and now I can add them up a little bit easier. So let's add them up. We're going to have 25 cents first because we don't have any other coins. So 25. And remember, you are doing this with me. So right now you should have your workbook open in front of you with a pencil solving these problems with me. And then what is 25 cents plus 25 more cents? 50 cents. 50 cents. And now we're on our own. They're not going to help us anymore. If I'm at 50 cents and I add 5 more, how many would I have? 55 cents. And this is where your addition skills are going to really come in handy, ladies and gents. What's 5 more cents after 55? 60 cents. And then guess what? Just 1 more. So what's 60 plus 1 more, or 60 cents plus 1 more cent? What does that equal? 61 cents. So what is our total number? What is our total value for this problem? 61 cents. Let's write it out. 61 cents. Great. Let's do number 2. Manny has these coins. How many cents does Manny have? So when they ask you how many cents does this person have, they want you to add them all up to find the total value. So let's see, what is this? Do you guys recognize that? I know we just learned it, but what is that? That is a $50. So do you remember how much that's worth? It's worth not 25, but 50 cents. So I'm going to write out 50 cents because that's where I'm starting, but I'm also going to label it up here. So that way I can label my coins first. So 50 cents. And then what is this? Quarter. And how much is that worth? 25 cents. And then what's this one? What's this little guy? A dime. So that's worth 10 cents. And remember, you want to know the names of the coins and how much each one is worth. Okay, so make sure you're practicing that with me. And then what's this guy called? A penny. And how much is it worth? How many cents? 1 cent. And remember, we have to say 1 cent, 10 cents, 25 cents. Don't forget the cents, okay? Because when we start doing dollar bills, you can't just say it's worth 20. Is that 20 cents or $20? That's a very different thing, okay? So let's add them up. We started at 50 cents, and now we're adding 25 more cents. What does that equal? Well, 50 plus 20 would be 70, plus 5 more would be 75. So 75 cents. And what's 10 more cents? 85 cents. And then if I have 1 penny, how much more am I adding? Just 1 cent. So what's 85 plus 1 more cent? 86 cents. So our total that we're going to write in our box over here is 86 cents. Good. And you guys, we will get faster and faster at this. It's just going to take us a little bit of time as we learn our coin values and the names of them, and then we're going to get faster and faster. So let's go watch one more quick video before we do some more practice.
Coins are all around us, in our pockets, in our homes. We can even find them on the street. You already knew this. But if you have trouble figuring out what a coin is just by looking at it, worry no more. It's easy. Look at this one. It's a dime, and it's worth 10 cents. You see that symbol there? It's the cent sign. The dime is one of the smaller coins. Here's what heads of a dime looks like. And here's tails. A penny is slightly bigger than a dime, but is worth less. It's brown looking and worth 1 cent. Here's heads and tails for a penny. A nickel is bigger than a penny and is worth 5 cents. Notice the heads and the tails. Here's a quarter. It's worth 25 cents and it's pretty big. And here's its heads and tails. The $50 is worth a whopping 50 cents. It is big, bigger than even the quarter. Look at its heads. And here's its tails. So, if I have $1/2, 1 quarter, 1 dime, 2 nickels, and 1 penny, how much money do I have altogether? Just count on to add it up. It's easier to start with the coin that has the biggest value. So, here we go. 50 cents, 75 cents, 85 cents, 90 cents, 95 cents, 96 cents. I have 96 cents altogether. You can do a lot with coins. Not only can you look at coins and figure out what they are and how much they are worth, you can even count on to find out the total value of a group of them.
And notice, ladies and gents, he talked about something called the tails. That is just the back side of a coin. So on the front side, you're going to have a head. That's why we call it heads. So you're going to have the face. And then on the back side, there's going to be some other image. And that's the side that we call the tails. So if you've ever done a coin toss or a coin flip and you've had to pick between heads or tails, that's what we're talking about, okay? If it lands on the front with the head, the face, that's heads. If it lands on the back, that's tails. That's what he's talking about. Let's go do a couple more problems to help us practice adding up our coins. Okay, we need to turn the page. Okay, let's do number 3 together. It says, Jan has these coins. How many cents does Jan have? So remember, we're adding it all up. Notice, my friends, really quickly, I just want you to notice, all of these coins have the picture of the heads side, but eventually they're going to start showing you the back side of the coins. So make sure you're learning the front side and the back side, the heads and the tails of each coin, so you know what they are, even if they show you the tails. So let's label these first. What is this? This is a quarter. So how much is that worth? 25 cents. I like to just write it out next to it first, friends, and then add it up because it helps me when I'm learning the values. What about these 3? What are those? They're all the same. Do you remember what those are called? They are dimes. And how much are they worth? 10 cents. So let's put 10 cents. Remember, don't say 10, say 10 cents. Because it could be $10 if you just say 10. 10 cents, 10 cents. Okay, now we can add it up. So we're starting with 25 cents. And what would I get if I add 10 more cents? 35 cents. And what would I get if I add 10 more cents? 45 cents. And what do I get if I add 10 more cents? 55 cents. That counting by tens comes in handy. And fives. And so what's my total value? 55 cents. Jan has 55 cents. I want you to try number 4 all by yourself. I would label the coins first and then add them up, find your total, and then come back to me when you have it all figured out. So go ahead and pause me now and go solve the problem. Number 4. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. How many cents does Tim have? So this is a quarter, so this is 25 cents. This is a dime, so that's 10 cents. This is a nickel, so that's 5 cents. These are both pennies, so those are 1 cent. 1 cent. So let's see, I'm going to start with 25 cents. Plus 10 more would be 35 cents. And friends, if you got stuck on one part of it, go ahead and fix it while I'm solving it, okay? And then 35 plus 5 more, so 35 cents plus 5 more cents would be 40 cents. Plus 1 more cent would be 41 cents. 41 cents. Plus 1 more would be 42 cents. So Tim has 42 cents in all. That is his total value of his coins. 42 cents. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go down to the bottom of the page and do number 6 together. Number 6 says Stacy had 92 cents this morning. She lost a coin, so she lost 1 coin. Write the name of the coin that Stacy lost. So we need to figure out what she lost. So let's add up what we have and figure out what the difference is, and that'll tell us which coin she's missing. So let's see, this is a $50, which is 50 cents. This is a quarter, which is 25 cents. This is a dime, which is 10 cents. This is a penny, which is 1 cent. This is a penny, which is 1 cent. And she's supposed to have a total of 92 cents, but let's add this up and see what she has so far. So 50 plus 25 is what? 75 cents. Plus 10 more is what? 85 cents. And then plus 2 pennies would be plus 2 more. So what's 85 cents plus 2 cents? 87 cents. So right now she has a total of 87 cents. I want you to take a second and do a little subtraction or counting on and figure out how many cents is she missing. She has 87 and she should have 92. How much is she missing? What's the difference? You figure it out? How much? Well, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. I count 5 cents that's missing. What coin is worth 5 cents? Do you remember? It starts with an N. A nickel. So we're going to write the word nickel in this opening right here. So go ahead and write this down. Nickel. So she is missing a nickel because that is worth 5 cents. And if we added 5 more cents to 87, she would have a total of 92 cents. Let's go turn the page and do one more problem together. I'm going to help you read number 7, and then I want you to solve it all by yourself. Let's take a peek. It says, Tori has 2 quarters, 1 dime, and 1 nickel. How many cents does Tori have? Here's what I would suggest doing. I would draw a little picture of each coin. So a quarter, and then I would write how much it's worth. Another quarter, how much it's worth. A dime, so a little bit smaller, how much is it worth? A nickel, how much is it worth? And then I would add it up, okay? Take your time, do your best work, and then come back to me when you think you found your answer. Okay, I have 2 quarters drawn, and those are worth 25 cents. So 25 cents, 25 cents. A dime, which is worth 10 cents, and a nickel, which is worth 5 cents. Now we just have to add that up. I know 25 plus 25 is 50 cents. Plus 10 more would be 60 cents. Plus 5 more would be 65 cents. So she has a total of 65 cents. Okay. Notice I showed how I found my answer by drawing out my picture and writing out my totals as I added it up, as I counted on, and then I circled my final answer. Great job today, you guys. Using coins and bills is something a little bit different. It might take you a little while to remember all of the names of the coins and how much they're worth, but as long as you keep working really hard and practicing naming each one, maybe even ask your parents if you can count some of their change, then you will get them down in no time, okay? Let's take a peek at your homework for today. Okay, friends, here is your homework for today. I want you to go back into your workbook on the pages that we were just on, page 445 and 446. And do numbers 5, 8, 9, and 10 to get some more practice. Then make sure you go do your quick check on Google Classroom, and then you should spend some time on MathFacts Pro, or if you're in my class, you're gonna go spend 20 minutes on iReady Math. I will see you all back here on Monday, and we're gonna keep talking about those coins, and then eventually we're gonna start talking about those dollar bills. I'll see you then, friends.